Hi, Mary. I'm just trying to, I'm on my old computer because I tried to go on the new computer and I don't remember where all the stupid controls are. So I just pulled the old one out because after 10 minutes of trying, I just gave up because I wanted to get on here. So okay, we'll see how this works. So hi, Mary. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Dawn. I'm going to probably not stay on quite as late as I normally do because I've got to get up early to get down to the house tomorrow. For Greg's birthday, we're gonna buy him 2 tires for his car, and then later on he can buy the other 2. I can't afford 4 tires, so the kid's gonna get 2 tires for his birthday, and I need to go to the vet and get heartworm medicine. I gotta send a message back to Scott real quick. Let him know I'm live now, if he'll let me. So I was going to do the paper bag journal page, but when I cleaned up, yeah, I can't find any of that stuff. So we're going to wait and do that next week. Next week, though, we're also supposed to, if you haven't made a book already and you want to see how I'm going to put mine together and then decide whether you want to do it similar to the way I'm going to do it, you can wait till next Wednesday and we'll do a cover for our Painty Papers. I figure by next Wednesday, most everybody will have received papers from everybody because we're supposed to wrap it up by the end of the month because Lisa will be starting hers. So tonight, we're going to do the second project that I was going to do, and then maybe we'll do something else. I had this on my cleanup paper, and I loved it so much, I want to do a small 6x6 canvas like this. But it's not going to look exactly like this because I also liked a technique that we did in a prompt session. I did with a group of other ladies. Some are involved here, some are not. And I want to do that on here. But the first thing I've got to do is cover this in black paint. So I dug through what I consider my professional paints, my non-craft paints to find ones that I could use on this. So I'm just going to paint this black. And I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I did for 99 cents. It used to be $5.99, but I got this several years ago. It's on my list of things that, you know, really needs to be used up. I wish you could shake these up and get all of that stuff mixed back in. I probably should have pulled that off. So while I'm putting this black down, I was just going to mention again that you need to, if you're a member of our little group of 130 people, and you have not already read the new swapping rules on there, whether you ever swap with the group or not, I want you to read the rules and just agree, even if you never swap with us, just so I know you're that interested in the group that you'll at least take the time to, you know, read the rules that pop up. I had hoped not to have to come up with a bunch of rules and stuff. I'm kind of a free spirit, and I just I figure everybody should know the rules of life on being, you know, nice, courteous, polite, you know, that kind of stuff. And I was hoping I wouldn't have to come up with rules, but it's okay. We'll do rules if we need to. Hi, Judy. That's fine, Mary. That's fine. Just so long as we know they're on their way eventually. This was a pre-gessoed canvas, and before I came on here, I did go over it with my thick gesso because I like the texture of wavy texture to the background of my gessoed backgrounds for some reason. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. And I hope I've turned the autofocus on so I'm not driving you guys crazy with this. So, Mary, did you have fun at the fair? Scott was saying that the Pickens County Fair is setting up, and I need to do some research. If it's just rides and food stuff, we won't go. The main reason I like to go to the fair is for the you know, the art competitions and the food, the cooking, you know, the cooking tent and the places where people sew and create that kind of, what are they called? Display tents? The South Carolina State Fair, they have permanent buildings that are there and other events happen throughout the year. But they were saying they were struggling to get people to enter, like the art stuff and the cooking. And I entered one year and got second place for my apple pie because mine was just a basic, you know, go to a county fair and you see a home-baked apple pie. And the pie that won the top ribbon, it had that sugary finish to it and, you know, all that extra glitz and stuff. And mine didn't have all the extra glitz because I was just making a good old country apple pie. This is really, really thick paint. It's giving me a weird texture. But I want a nice background. Oh, it's starting to dry with the air blowing on it. So I might not get the finish I'm looking for. That's all right. I guess I'll just put this black on this pretty paper that I put down. Because if I don't spread this out, something else doesn't happen, like that other drop paper to give me an idea for something else. All right. We can do a dirty dozen after this. Since I'm not going to do the paper bag journal page, we can do that next. In fact, I've got my book all fixed. The way I wrap my non-in-use pages, I had it all wrapped up to do a dirty dozen, or pick 10 with you on Friday night, and then you didn't do one. So I said, well, I'll just set that aside and I'll be ready to go next time. So we can do that. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. In fact, if we go ahead and if we did a dirty dozen tonight with it on some cardboard or something that we could use as our cover, we could go ahead and get our painty paper covers done. I'm just going to do 2 rectangles and then kind of tie everything together. Hi, Eva. Hi, Ruth. I bet. Exhibit hall. That's it, Eva. Thank you. We can do a dirty dozen. I just want to finish this real quick. This project won't take very long. I'm just waiting on this to dry. The Halloween artist trading cards isn't till October, so I was going to wait and do that at the end of September. If you guys want to do a background that we turn into something for artist trading cards, we can do that and just save them aside. It's no biggie. We can do whatever. Hi, 33 1/3 or 33rd Avenue. 33 1/3. Don't ask me where that came from. Yay, Judy got her journal back. That's awesome. Do we want a theme for these ATCs, or were you thinking these would be Halloween ATCs, or do you want to do fall ATCs, or what would you guys like to do? Or do you want just to pull prompts from the cup and y'all use whatever colors you want? You're welcome, Judy. You mailed Esther's today? All right. Well, I'll write that. I think I already wrote it down on the chart. And I'm trying to keep that chart straight. It almost needs another coat of black. All right. I'm going to set this aside and get a piece of mixed media paper out real quick. And we'll just do a dirty dozen. We can do that. And then y'all can turn them into whatever you want to. How about that? And then we'll come back to that little canvas. I'll just move my stuff for it aside. That's fine. Now, the fall cards that I had made up are with Azur now. She won them. And I haven't made another one, so y'all are going to have to make the prompts work for you. I've got my jar of prompts. I haven't added any more to them. Sorry, right on top of there. But we can pull them from the sticks, or I can go get one of my deck of cards. Do you want me to do a deck of cards or sticks? Hi, Kimberly Ray. Do y'all want to do the mixed media mashup cards like I did from the Guidelines Pink Poodle Craft Stacy gave me? Or do you want me to do the cards that y'all put together for me? Or we can do the sticks. The sticks are out. Mary's saying don't make any difference to her. She'll do whatever. So we'll use the sticks. Yeah, we'll if y'all want to do a fall theme, we can. Yeah. So we'll just use the sticks, and I switched that one that you told me to, Mary, for the crayons. So they're now a blue stick instead of a red. So I have these set up to where we would do 4 red sticks, 4 yellow sticks, then 4 blue sticks. So who all is going to play along? I've got me ginger ale here. It's diet ginger ale because my stomach's been bothering me and a bad headache. I hope I'm not getting sick because I've got a lot to do down there at the house too. Not only go with the boy and get tires and the stuff for the animals, I've got to mow the lawn and trim bushes. I got to get the yard looking like someone actually lives there. Greg does, but he's not a yard man. So Mary's playing, Ruth's playing, Danny's playing, Dawn's playing, Eva's playing, Judy's playing. Kimberly, are you going to play along? Sharon's playing. Oh, cool, everybody. So are you guys ready? And I'll go ahead and pull the first stick. It has to be a red one. Let's get this one here. The first one says, add texture paste through a stencil. So add texture paste through a stencil. And since I have this turned off, you know what? Janet's not here. And she was shooting me a message. Let me get on my phone real quick. I hate when you hit the microphone and it's going into listening mode. Let me see what Janet had messaged me something. Oh, she wants to know if it's 7:30 or 8. I'm just going to send her now. All right, so it's texture paste through a stencil. I got to pull my cart over closer. I'm not having to walk quite so far. And you can use whatever color or whatever you want. I'm going to use the leaf and this gold. I got my baby wipes out. I bought baby wipes because Janet gave me permission to. So I'm hoping she'll show up here shortly. Well, this is kind of dull. If I get another gold later, I'm going to use it. If I remember right, this stuff dries different than it is there. I think I'm out of the the plain texture paste. Uh-oh, messed it up. Well, I'm going to stop before I really mess it up here. Ah! Come on. So I'm just making a mess right now, you guys. That's all. Oh, you know what? I've got it on my table. I'm out of the brown paper. That needs to go on my list of things to get. But I just pulled this wrapping paper out, put a piece of it down. Might as well use it. Use it up. I don't know who all has Netflix, but if you have it, have you watched that show? It's called Innocence. I started watching it yesterday. Kind of creeped me out. But for some reason, it keeps offering up these creepy things. I think it's because I watch too many crime shows. Yeah, you can use whatever you have, Eva. If all you've got is white texture paste, use it, because I can almost guarantee we'll slap a color on top of this. And I'm probably putting this on too thick. I'm going to have to really hit it hard with the heat gun. This will make for some interesting artist trading cards if that's what I use it for. I need to start writing down the ideas for the next week so that I remember what I said I was going to do. Brain is like a sieve, you guys. I blame it on the lack of estrogen. How's that? I'm going to do one more little spot over here. I'll get this pile up. And this texture paste that comes in these little pots, it does go kind of weird there as it starts getting old. It's like it gets chunks in it. So I'm kind of glad I'm using it up. It's like it doesn't have much shelf life. It's kind of disappointing when you think about how much. If I had spent, full amount of dollars on it, I don't think I would be very happy. If you know what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to pull this up here. Yeah, I'm going to have to hit that with heat. That air conditioner just blows everything everywhere. All right, let's see if I can scrape some of this off and put it back in the pot. That's probably where I get some of my problem, is trying to be skimpy here. And so do you guys, these, if we turn these into artist trading cards, do we want to just have them to include with Happy Meals or tuck in with our coin swap? Or is Lisa doing an artist trading card thing in her group? I need to get over there and see. I know she's busy right now with her family, and I hope she gets some good news soon. It's not been so good the last 24 hours or so. You started watching it last night? It draws you in. But I told Scott, he came in from work, I said, this is flat out strange. He said, then why are you watching it? I said, because it's like a train wreck. You can't look away. You just have to find out what's going to happen next. I won't say anything more about the show in case somebody else is just starting it. It's like sci-fi meets crime drama. So, in science. It's kind of a mix of a bunch of different genres. I do not like to leave the texture paste on my stencils because it builds up too much. There she is. Hey, Janet. We're doing a dirty dozen. I was going to do the paper bag journal page, and then I was going to do this canvas in black and gold and red, but I'm having to let the canvas dry. So Mary said, let's do a dirty dozen. So here we are. First prompt was texture paste through a stencil. Use it as a tuck in with our coins. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do with these. And then we'll do some different ones for those that do Halloween at the end of September. We'll do a kind of a Halloween themed artist trading card background. And if you aren't into Halloween, but still wanted to participate that night, you could just make it look dark and turn it into like a celestial background instead of a spooky Halloween. You know, just add stars to it and go in a different direction than what we will. All right, that's as good as that's going to get. Hi, Susan Baker. We're only on prompt number 1. And it's just add texture paste through a stencil. And that's what I've done here. And I'm going to have to dry this. I'm going to bump this air conditioner up just a little bit. If I turn it down too low, then this old computer will croak because it'll overheat. I've got a fan blowing across it. And I was going to use the new one, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to get the webcam on the separate webcam that points down turned on. So it was going to be just the camera on the laptop looking at me. So I said, well, I'll try. Maybe Scott will do a live with me in the morning. Well, I need to be on the road early. It might have to wait till over the weekend. So I'm not going to drag anything down to the house this time. I'm going to use the heat gun. Heat gun alert. I really got it thick in some spots, so. Oh, okay. Well, we haven't really done a lot. I painted a canvas black, and we've done this. And that's all we've done so far. Might put this stick over here on the black. Let's see. If that's dry. I need to turn it so y'all can see it. Maybe if I heat it from the back, it'll help it dry. I don't know. Everybody drying now? Oh, I know. Usually our son's birthday on the 24th signifies the end of summer for us here, because usually it gets kind of cold. When he was born in 1986, I had only taken a cute little summer outfit to bring him home, and he had to stay an extra week because he was meicomium stained and jaundice. So he ended up having to stay in the hospital under the bilirubin lights for an extra week, and they had to make sure his lungs were clear from getting that basically poo in his lungs. So, and then it turned really, really cold. I just had that light outfit with me, and so I had a bunch of receiving blankets, so we just kind of wrapped him in receiving blankets. There's Linda McAllister in the middle of the night, peeking at us from under the covers, I bet. Scott has done a video on the camera adjustments for Linux. So as soon as I get with him and show him how to do all of that uploading and stuff, he'll get it up there. That's fine, Susan. You could do something like that, just an evening scene. It could even just be a black cat sitting on a fence. For the big computer